Thank you for joining me for yet another unboxing video, and today we have another game brought to you by Paizo. This time, it's Save Dr. Lucky, the family board game of High Seas Heroism for 3 to 7 players, a game by James Ernest. Save Dr. Lucky. April 14th, 1912, a cold night in the Atlantic. An errant iceberg, a Titanic cruise ship, and one very lucky old man. Dr. Lucky is a charismatic and well-respected philanthropist with a heart of gold. Of course, you secretly hate the old bastard. And you're probably going to try to kill him someday, but killing him aboard a sinking ship would be pointless. So you decide to save his life instead, and do it while someone else is looking. That way, even if you go down with the ship, you'll at least go down in history. And isn't that what life is all about? In Save Dr. Lucky, players are passengers on a sinking ship. You have one goal: to save Dr. Lucky's life while someone else is watching. Players rush from deck to deck trying to find items that will aid them, and trying not to see anyone else who might play the hero. But as the ship sinks, the board grows smaller and smaller, bringing Dr. Lucky and the passengers together into the few remaining decks. Okay, of course, it's great too. It's for 3 to 7 players, ages 10 plus. Running time is 40 minutes. Of course, brought to you by the great people over at Paizo. Go to Paizo.com for more information. This game came out in 2000 by Cheap Ass Games. Save Dr. Lucky was one of the Games Magazine's top 100 games of 2000. Of course, I already played and did a review for the other game that this is based on as well, which is Kill Dr. Lucky. And my kids loved it, so I had to pick this up and pick up another copy of this one to try this one out. So let's crack this bad boy open and see what kind of goodness we have on the inside. So right off the bat, we have our rulebook. Oh, Arrogant Humanity. So the rules: to win, the boards, sight lines, the cards. To begin, on your turn, Part 1, move. Part 2, attempt to save Dr. Lucky. Part 3, draw a card. Moving Dr. Lucky, who goes next, and foiling the attempt, and a sample turn. Strategy and optional penalty rules for Kill Dr. Lucky players. And all the great people who brought you this game. So in the first one, you're trying to kill the man without anybody seeing you. This time it's you got to rescue him with everybody watching. So we have our characters, which are different than the first one. Front and back are the same. There's your punch outs. Now your board's a little different for this game because, again, remember, it's a sinking ship, so pieces are going to be underwater, so it gets pulled away. So the first part we have here, we've got the Sun deck, the Lido deck, lifeboats, you have the promenade, you have the lifeboats on that side, you have the bridge, ice hitting the boat, and you have the sports deck. So obviously that's where the damage happens. So that's one of your boards. You also have the laundry room, the print shop, the crew mess hall. Got the kitchen, engineering, the brig, the boiler room, logistics. And wait, we have even more of a board. The theater, the dining hall, the Olympic Suite, the Britannic Suite, the main hallway, and the Olympic Suite, the lobby, the mail room, the captain's lounge. And last but not least, Save Dr. Lucky. You have the salon, the chapel, the bistro, grand ballroom, you have the gym, you have the observation lounge, and you have the spa. So that's cool. You got a 4-piece board. So obviously as the water fills it up, you lose a board. So that's cool. That's a really cool idea for a game. There you go. And you also get stands for your standees. A bag of those. And you, of course, for this game, you have to have your deck of cards. So if this game plays the same way as the other ones, basically you're going to have, he's been moving from room to room. And the idea is that you have to get other people to see when you're killing them, where in the other game, you kill him without seeing. And you have some cards. You have your failure cards. Different failure cards. So what happens is this. So if I can try to explain it to you in a simple way. So you have different cards. So when you attempt to rescue him in this game, you're gonna try. The only way you can do it is by playing failure cards. So your failure cards have a certain point to them. So I'm gonna have to show you. So save value. So take a look at here. So it says this. I'll say bath towel, question mark, how much this value is worth. Save value has a save value of 4 on a deck, 3 on B deck, 2 on C deck, and 2 on D deck. So if you're on B deck, it has a value of 3. So you would have to play 3 failure cards to make that person fail in their attempt to save him. Okay, or use a 2 and a 1, or just use a 3. So that's what the failure cards are used for. So your failure cards, again, all your cards, failure cards are basically the same. They have a little bit of saying on the bottom, tells you the failure value, and it has a little cute little saying on the bottom of it. So you get a bunch of those. Those are your nat deck of cards. That's your failure card. Goes from 1 to 3. Again, in your hand, you'll have a bunch of cards. You could use as many as it is, because sometimes people will say, you know, in one room it'll take 6 cards, or it'll take 6 points, or it'll take 5 points. Again, 3 and 2, 3 with if it's 6 points, it's 3 and 3 1s, 2, 1 and a 3, 2 3s. You know, you get the general gist. So those are your failure cards. You also have your location cards. So let's take a look at this real quick. Let's take a look at our, I don't want to say weapon cards, but these are things, because now you're trying to save versus weapons, your saving points. So you got your bath towel, you got your Boy Scout sign. Again, there's that 3, you would need 3 cards, 3 points to stop it. Save value of 3. Again, save value, Diamond of the Sea. It also depends upon what room you're in. It has a basic save value of 2 if you're anywhere else in the ship. But if you're in the Britannic Suite, it now has a value of 4. So it makes it harder. I'll see. Seasickness pills, Farmer's Almanac, fire extinguisher, first aid kit, flare gun, flippers, hot soup, ice skates, map of the ship, non-specific balm, pocket knife, Rabbit's Foot, Safety Matches, St. Bernard, Shark Spray, Signal Mirror, Soothing Music, Thick Gloves, Warm Blanket, Whiskey, and a Whistle. So those are all the things that you can use in your deck to try to, you can only use one at a time, so you can't use a combination of these, but this is what you use in your deck to try to save Dr. Lucky. And then of course we also have these rooms. These are the room cards and the deck that they're on. So A deck cards are very stiff. So your bridge, your ice. So when you have this card, you can either use it to be teleported basically from wherever you are to that room, or you can move Dr. Lucky to that room as well. The bridge, ice, Lido deck, lifeboats, promenade, sports deck, sun deck. Obviously, these are all on deck A. Deck B is the bistro, the chapel, grand ballroom, observation lounge, the salon, the spa. Your C deck, you have the captain's lounge, dining hall, lobby, mailroom, main hallway, the suite, the theater, and of course D deck, the boiler room, engineering, the kitchen, the laundry the laundry room, logistics, the print shop, the brig, and the crew miss. Play this card to move yourself or Dr. Lucky up to 3 rooms in any direction, or to the crew mess. So that's different. In the past, so you can move them up 3 spaces. In the other game, it was just, you could just move them to that room. So there are some rule changes for obviously from Save Dr. Lucky, from Kill Dr. Lucky. But overall, this looks like it's going to be a fun and really, really cool game. But there you have it. That's everything that's included in this unboxing for Save Dr. Lucky, the family board game of High Seas Heroism for 3 to 7 players. Again, thank you so much for joining us for this unboxing video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you could always give us a thumbs up. You could always leave a comment below as well. Also, if you're interested, you could always hit that subscribe button. This way, you'll be kept up to date as to any time we release any additional unboxing videos. As always, thank you so much for joining us. Be safe, be well, enjoy the remainder of your day, and we'll catch you on the next unboxing video.